Welcome back. So, whenever we make a new character in Fallout, or really any game, and we're trying to assign attributes, we tend to ask ourselves one of two questions. What is the minimum I need, and what is the maximum I can have? Now, that first question depends heavily on what kind of a character you're building. But the second question has a definitive answer, and this video is the first in a series dedicated to answering that question. What is your maximum potential? Now, we all know that when you create a character, you can increase any one attribute. Actually, you have enough points you could increase up to 2 attributes to a maximum of 10. But that's only the beginning of the story, because we can go way, way past that number. Let's take a look. Now, the first and easiest way to increase your attribute beyond 10 is with the Your Special book. I'll be releasing a companion video with this video. It'll be very short, showing you exactly how to do that. But you can raise an attribute to 11 using this item. Keep in mind, you only get this item once, and it can only be used once, so choose wisely. Additionally, scattered throughout the wasteland, you'll find Bobbleheads, including the special attribute Bobbleheads. There's one for each attribute, and they do stack with the Your Special book, meaning that with this plus the book, you can permanently increase an attribute to 12. And then, of course, there is the settlement equipment bonus. Now, these are what I call semi-permanent. If you use, say, for example, the weightlifting bench here, you get a +1 to strength. This remains on your character indefinitely until you were to use another item, like, say, the exercise bike here, which would remove the strength bonus and add an endurance bonus. In all cases, the bonus is +1. I have a video that goes over these in more detail. For every attribute, there is at least one outfit or set of clothing that gives you a +2 to a specific attribute. Many of these allow you to wear armor over them, although a few don't. I will go over them in detail when I do the videos for each individual attribute. But just know that with these outfits and the things I've discussed so far, it is entirely possible to have up to 15 in your chosen attribute. Lastly, there's armor. Now, I'll go over this more in detail individually with each attribute, but each attribute has a legendary armor effect that will give it at least a +1 to a given attribute. Now, they are set in pairs, so you have strength and endurance is called fortified, intelligence and charisma is sharp, and agility and perception is cunning. There is one other legendary effect that gives a bonus to an attribute, but I'll be going over that in a separate video. Using these legendary effects, if you can find them on all 5 pieces of body armor, it is possible to get up to a +20 in your chosen attribute. Alright, so that concludes our first video in the series. I wanted to just cover a lot of the basic stuff in this first video, get it out of the way, so that going forward I could focus on the stat-specific items. Like, when I talk about strength, I don't want to, I don't want to go over the same, like, oh, put your stat to 10 and then get your bobblehead. So going forward, when I do one of these videos, I'm going to be going from a base 13, presuming basically that you're starting with a max of 10 and that you used the special book, the settlement object, and the bobblehead to get yourself up to 13, and then I'll just go from there. That way we don't have to cover that stuff again. And I will put reminders at the beginning of each video that we're starting from base 13, so that you guys, when I show you the math at the end, you can understand, well, where did those other 3 points come from? That's where. But that's all I got for now. So in the meantime, thanks for checking out my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.